This is Ramesh and welcome to you all. I'm very fine and I'm expecting same thing from you all. So let's come to the today's topic. Today we are going to be learn an interesting topic and very useful for complete higher section from class 6 to 10th class. What's the topic? Before going to be enter into the topic, let's recall our previous knowledge once. We might be learn about polygons. What is a polygon? A polygon is a simple closed figure which bounded by the line segments is known as a polygon. There are two kinds of polygons. One is a regular polygon, the other one is irregular polygon. What is the meaning of regular polygons? If all the sides and angles of a polygon, that means all the sides and angles are equal, it's known as a regular polygon. Or else is known as a irregular polygon. If all the sides are angles are equal, it's known as a regular polygon. For example, a square. In the square, all the sides are equal and also all angles are equal to 90 degrees. So it is known as a regular polygon. Equilateral triangle. All three sides are equal and all angles are equal to 60 degrees. It's also known as a regular polygon. Irregular polygons, rectangles, square, trapeziums are irregular polygons. If all the sides and angles are not equal. Suppose you have pentagon having 5 sides. If 4 sides are equal and one side is not equal to these 4 sides, simple, this is known as a irregular polygon. If having pentagon only, having 5 sides are equal, again in that 4 angles are equal, one angle is not equal, even though it is considered as an irregular polygon only. So I will give you a 2 line segments. Can you make a closed figure with this? See, 2 line segments. Can you make a closed figure with this? No, it's not possible. With the 2 line segments, we cannot make a closed figure. To make the closed figure, minimum we require a 3 line segments. Minimum we need a 3 line segments. So, minimum 3 line segments, we can make a closed figure. So, the first closed figure, the first polygon is known as a triangle. And the types of triangles based on sides, based on angles is different one. So, the first polygon is known as a triangle. From there, the next polygon is known as a quadrilateral. See, with the 4 line segments. With the 4 line segment, what is this called? It's simple closed figure bounded by 4 line segment. It's known as a quadrilateral. So, today our topic is quadrilaterals. So, first of all, let us learn that what are the properties of quadrilaterals. What are the properties of quadrilateral? What? A quadrilateral can have properties? Yes, absolutely. Let's see. A simple closed figure. Let's make a simple closed figure with the 4 line segments. How many line segments it has? 4 line segments. And it has 4 angles. And 4 vertices. It has 4 vertices. And how many diagonals? See, what does meaning of diagonal? If you add opposite vertices here, A, B, C, D, it is a quadrilateral. A and C are opposite vertices. If you join a line segment to the opposite vertices, it's known as a diagonal. How many diagonals? It has 2 diagonals. It has 2 diagonals. So, a quadrilateral can have these properties. It has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices and 2 diagonals. Based on the line segments, how the line segments are there, either they are equal or parallel. What about their lengths? Based on the length of the line segments and the position of angles and the length of diagonals and the intersection points of the diagonals. Based on these concepts, there are different kinds of quadrilaterals are there. There are overall 6 type of quadrilaterals are there. Before going to learn that six kind of quadrilaterals and their properties, we must know that some of the our previous knowledge about the some about these topics, intersecting lines. You should know the meaning of intersecting lines and bisecting lines and third one is perpendicular lines. The fourth one, perpendicular bisector lines. We should know the definition of these four. Then only we can enter into the topic. Because what is the meaning of intersection lines? If you have one line segment, AC line segment, and you have one more line segment, BD line segment, these two line segments are intersecting each other. Are they not intersecting? Exactly, they have one common point. They are intersecting each other. No matter where they are intersecting. Only if they intersect, if they meet each other at a point, at a common point, they are known as a intersection lines. So they are intersection lines. This is completed. Next we go for bisecting. What is meaning of bisecting? Simple. If two line segments intersect each other at the half of their total length, it's known as a bisecting. Suppose AC equal to suppose 10 centimeter and BD equal to suppose 20 centimeters. Here they are intersecting at O. So AC, this position AO is 5 centimeter and OC is 5 centimeter. Completely AC equal to 10 centimeter. And this is BO is 10 centimeter and OD is 10 centimeter. That means BD completely 20 centimeter. They are intersecting each other at half of their total length is known as a bisecting. They are not intersecting lines. Even they are intersecting line, but how they are intersecting? They are bisecting each other. So intersecting and bisecting both are different. And next perpendiculars. Perpendiculars, see. These two lines AB and CD. These two lines are intersecting at the angle of 90 degrees. If the two lines are intersect each other at the angle of 90 degrees, they are known as a perpendicular lines. They are known as a perpendicular lines. Then here two words came: perpendicular bisector lines. Perpendicular and bisector. Perpendicular in the sense intersecting two lines at the angle of 90 degrees. They are known as perpendicular. Bisecting in the sense intersecting at the half of the total length is known as the bisecting. See, if the angle O, at the angle O, if the angle is at O, if it is 90 degrees, they are known as a perpendicular. Already they are bisecting. So this is completely perpendicular bisecting lines. So I hope you understand the meaning of intersecting lines. They intersect each other. Perpendicular lines, the bisector lines. They intersect each other at the half of the total length. Perpendicular lines at the angle of 90 degrees. If they intersect, they are known as the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular bisector intersecting at the angle of 90 degrees and exactly half of the total length of the line segment is known as the perpendicular bisectors. So I hope you understand this. Let's enter into the types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. So till now we have learned that properties of quadrilateral. That means what a quadrilateral having. A quadrilateral have four line segments, four angles, four vertices and two diagonals. So here based on the length of the line segments and angle position of angles and the length of the diagonals, we have different kind of quadrilaterals. Let us know that. The first kind of quadrilateral is known as a, what is this? Trapezium. It's known as a trapezium. A trapezium, normally trapezium will not be like this. It will be at any position, like see. It's also a trapezium. It's also be a trapezium because what is meaning of trapezium? if one pair of opposite sides are parallel, if one pair of opposite sides are parallel, it's known as a trapezium. If one pair of opposite sides are parallel, it's known as a trapezium. A quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides are parallel is known as a trapezium. See here, one pair of opposite sides. These two sides are parallel. Here also, these two sides are parallel. If you see the arrow marks, remember that from here, the two are parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. The other two sides are non-parallel sides. So always we need to be remember. I will discuss in these quadrilaterals properties. First about the sides. I will tell you about the sides, how the sides are there. Next I will discuss here about angles. Next I will discuss about diagonals. And later I will discuss about the diagonals. First sides గురించి చెప్తాను. Next angles గురించి. Then diagonals. Okay, here one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Next opposite angles. So see, here opposite angles are not equal. These angles are known as the consecutive angles. Thus next angle, these two consecutive angles equal to sum of these two angles equal to 180 degrees. Sum of two consecutive angles equal to 180 degrees in the trapezium. And about the next, these two angles also equal to 180 degrees. Sum of these two angles equal to 180 and sum of these two angles equal to 180. That means if you add these two angles you get 180 degrees. Not about these two angles and these two angles. Sum of these two angles is not 180 and sum of these two angles is not 180. Only these sides. Okay. Next, about the diagonals. Diagonals are intersecting to each other. In the trapezium, only diagonals intersect to each other. Diagonals are not equal length. They are only intersecting to each other and they are not in equal length. To tell the definition of the trapezium, I can tell you here a simple closed figure bounded by 4 line segment having one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Sum of two consecutive angles are equal to 180 degrees and diagonals are intersecting to each other is known as a trapezium. Next kind of quadrilateral is about parallelogram. What is this? Is parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. What is the meaning of parallelogram? What is the properties of parallelogram? Let's see, in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So equal, whenever I see the equal line segment, I will show that as a bond. Here one bond, in the sense these two sides are equal. Here two bonds, that means these two sides are equal. So let's give the name of this ABCD. Is a parallelogram. In that AB side is equal to CD side and AD side is equal to BC side and opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Here I am showing single arrows. That means these two sides are parallel and here double arrows. These two sides are parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. About sides completed. Next about angles. Opposite angles are equal. Here single angles, that means these two angles are equal. Angle A equal to angle C, angle D equal to angle B. Opposite angles are equal. And what about the diagonals? See, diagonals are bisecting to each other. The diagonals are bisecting to each other at the pole. So the diagonals are bisecting to each other, not intersecting. They are bisecting to each other. So to tell the definition about the parallelogram, a simple closure figure bounded by the 4 line segment having opposite sides are equal and parallel and opposite angles are equal. About the diagonals are bisecting to each other. It's such a quadrilateral is known as a parallelogram. Next we will know about what is this. Can everybody can tell this. Yes, your guess is correct. This is a rectangle. In the rectangle, let's give the name of this rectangle A, B, C. In this, what about the sides? Opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are also parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel like a parallelogram. See, whatever the properties that rectangle having, the same properties a parallelogram also can have. అంటే రెక్టాంగిల్లో ఏ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయో అవి ప్యారలోగ్రామ్లో ఉంటాయి. కానీ ప్యారలోగ్రామ్ ఉన్న ప్రాపర్టీస్ అన్నీ రెక్టాంగిల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఏవైతే ప్యారలోగ్రామ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయో అవి రెక్టాంగిల్లో ఉంటాయి. కానీ రెక్టాంగిల్లో ఉన్న అన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ప్యారలోగ్రామ్లో ఉండవు. దట్ మీన్స్ ఏ రెక్టాంగిల్ హ్యావింగ్ సమ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆల్సో. Having some extra properties. That means rectangle having some extra properties other than parallelogram. Let's see. See here. Yes. In the all the opposite sides are equal and parallel, and all angles are 90 degrees. All angles are 90 degrees. About angles are complete. Next, diagonals. Diagonals are equal. Here diagonals are equal. That's why I am showing 3 bonds. 1 1 bond. These two sides are equal. 2 2 bonds. That means AD and BC are equal. 3 bonds. AC and BD diagonals are equal. Okay. Diagonals are equal. Not only equal, they are bisecting each other. In the rectangle, diagonals are equal and bisecting to each other. So this is about the rectangle. To tell the definition about the rectangle in the textbook, it will be there. A parallelogram with all the angles are 90 degrees is known as a rectangle. That means it is a parallelogram only. Other than parallelogram, it has all angles are 90 degrees. Parallelogram, whatever the properties having in the parallelogram, it has same the properties. See, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. In this, opposite angles are equal. Here also nothing but opposite angles are equal. Other than all angles are 90 degrees. Here diagonals are bisecting each other. Here also diagonals are bisecting. And diagonals are equal also. So it has some extra properties. So all rectangles are parallelograms. But all parallelograms are not rectangle. This you need to be remembered. Next about here to tell the definition about the rectangle, a simple closed figure bounded by the 4 line segment having opposite sides are equal and parallel, and all angles are equal to 90 degrees. Diagonals are equal and bisecting to each other. It's known as a rectangle. Kind of quadrilateral, that is rhombus. So we have an idea about this rhombus. Let's see what is this is. Rhombus. Let's see, in the rhombus all the sides are equal in the length, and also opposite sides are parallel. Opposite, these two sides are, that is A, B, C, D. AB side is parallel to CD side, and also BC side is parallel to AD side. So here opposite, all the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. Next about the angles. Here opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Same like a parallelogram only. Opposite sides are equal. So here also opposite sides are equal. Here opposite sides are equal. Here also opposite sides are equal. Other than opposite sides are equal, here it has some more extra properties, that is all sides are equal. All sides are equal in the sense, however opposite sides are equal only. Opposite angles are equal. In the rhombus also opposite angles are equal. Here diagonals are bisecting each other, but here diagonals are not bisecting actually. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other. In this, diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So a parallelogram where all the sides are equal is known as a rhombus. Or not, to tell the complete definition about the rhombus, a simple closed figure which bounded by the 4 line segment of all the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. Opposite angles are equal and the diagonals are perpendicular to each other is known as a rhombus. Next, see, this all properties, this rectangle properties, rhombus properties will comes in the next quadrilateral. That is very familiar quadrilateral to all. That is nothing but a square. That is a square. See, in the square, all the sides are equal in the length, like a rhombus. See, in the rhombus, all the sides are equal. In the square also, all sides are equal. All angles are equal, like a rectangle. See, all angles are 90 degrees or right angles like a rectangle. Diagonals are equal like a rectangle, and perpendicular bisector. Diagonals are equal and bisecting here and perpendicular to each other like a rhombus. So, and opposite sides are however parallel. So, in the square, all sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel like a rhombus and parallelogram. And what about the angles? All angles are equal to the 90 degrees like a rectangle. Nothing but opposite angles also equal in the square like a rhombus and parallelogram. So what about the diagonals? Diagonals are equal and bisecting. How they are bisecting? Perpendicular bisecting. So diagonals are equal and bisecting like a rectangle, and parallelogram. In a parallelogram only bisecting. Here diagonals are bisecting like a parallelogram. Diagonals are equal and bisecting like a rectangle. And how they are bisecting? Perpendicular bisecting. So here like a rhombus. So here we must be know that a square having all the properties of this above. So to tell the definition about the square, a parallelogram with all the sides and angles, all the sides are equal and all angles are right angles, known as a square. To tell the complete definition about this quadrilateral of this square, we can tell that a simple closed figure which bounded by the four line segment having all the sides are equal and opposite, all the sides are equal and parallel, comma, opposite angles are, that means all the angles are equal to 90 degrees, and the diagonals are equal and perpendicular bisector to each other, is known as a square. This is a quadrilateral. In this, one more kind of quadrilateral which not comes under this group. This is another group of a quadrilateral, that is a kite. So kite is a different kind of a quadrilateral other than this all. So kite has a separate properties. So a quadrilateral having sum of that means a two pairs of consecutive sides are equal, is known as a kite. So see, these two are the consecutive sides. These two sides are equal, and top two sides are equal and bottom two sides are equal. And what about the angles? Opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal in the kite. What about the diagonal? See, one diagonal is bisect the other one. Both diagonals are not bisecting. Here one diagonal bisect the other one. See, AC and BD. Suppose AC equal to 20 cm and BD equal to 10 cm. BD equal to 10 cm, AC equal to 20 cm. Then this BD is a 10 cm will divide into the 5 cm and 5 cm. The AC will be either 8 or 12 or 12 or 8, whatever. It will be one diagonal is bisect by the other diagonal in this kite. So to tell the definition about the kite, a quadrilateral with sum of, that means two pairs of consecutive sides are equal, is known as a quadrilateral. The quadrilateral is known as a kite. Or else to tell the complete definition about this kite, I can tell you that a simple closed figure bounded by the four line segment having the two pairs of consecutive sides are equal and opposite angles are equal, comma, and diagonals, one of the diagonals is bisect the other one, is nothing but a kite. So we know that some of the important questions which is very important in your IAS sections comes in the bits. Okay, that is what here I can tell you that. So here what, a square having all the properties of above this all. Yes, a square having rectangle properties. A square having rectangle properties, other than rectangle properties, it has some extra properties. So all rhombus properties we can see in this, and other than rhombus properties, some extra properties also we can see in the square. All the properties of a parallelogram there in the square. All properties of a parallelogram there in the rectangle and also in the rhombus. Other than these properties, we have some extra properties in the bottom. So ఇక్కడ పైన కిందకి వచ్చేసరికి దీని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఇందులో ఉంటాయి, దీని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఇందులో ఉంటాయి, దీని ప్రాపర్టీస్ అన్ని అన్నింటిలో ఉంటాయి, దీని రెండు ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఇందులో ఉంటాయి. సో అన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ మనకు స్క్వేర్లో కలుగుతాయి. So square become everything. See, all squares are rectangles. All squares are rhombus. All squares are rectangles. But rectangle is not a square. Rectangle is not a square. How to compare this? Should not be confused. All squares are rectangles. See how? So in the square, see, in the rectangle, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Any three properties you compare, if they are same, then it is possible. If the three properties, at least three properties are same, then we can consider here all squares are rectangles. So let's see. In the rectangle, opposite sides are equal and parallel. In the square also, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So next, all angles are 90 degrees. In the square also, all angles are 90 degrees. Diagonals are equal and bisecting. Diagonals are equal and bisecting. How? Perpendicular bisecting. That is some extra property. But all squares, the square, complete all squares, it has rectangle properties. Other than rectangle, we have some extra properties. That is extra qualities. We don't take that now. We won't take it now. But all squares are rectangles. All squares are rhombus. But all rectangles are not squares. All rectangles are not squares. Some of the rectangles may be square, but all rectangles are not squares. All rhombus are not squares. And all squares are, as I told you, all squares are rectangles, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium. All squares are quadrilaterals also. Here, next you come to the rectangle. All rectangles are parallelograms. All rectangles are trapezium. All rectangles are quadrilaterals. But all quadrilaterals are not rectangle. All quadrilaterals, how come is rectangle? No. There are other quadrilaterals. Then the rectangles. We have some other quadrilaterals also having rectangle other than rectangle. So all quadrilaterals are not rectangle, but all rectangles are quadrilaterals. All rhombus are parallelogram. All rhombus are trapezium. All rhombus are quadrilaterals. But all quadrilaterals are not rhombus. All trapeziums are not rhombus. All parallelograms are not rhombus. Here next come to this parallelograms. All parallelograms are trapezium. All parallelograms are quadrilaterals. All trapeziums are quadrilaterals. That you remember. So bottom to top, it's always yes, yes, yes. All squares are parallelogram. Yes. All squares are rectangles. Yes. All squares are rhombus. Yes. All squares are quadrilaterals. Yes. Rectangle. All rectangles are squares. No. All parallels are squares. No. All rhombus are squares. No. All trapeziums are squares. No. All parallelograms are rectangles. No. All trapeziums are parallelograms. No. So from top to bottom is not possible, but bottom to top it's always possible. Remember these properties. This is a short trick to be remembered. Know all the definition about these 6 kind of quadrilaters. So it is very helpful for your higher sections. I hope you all understand about these quadrilateral topics. If you all understand, just write what are the properties of these quadrilaters. How many types of quadrilaters are there? What are the properties of quadrilaters? Once you write in the notes and go through that properties so that you will never forget in the life. Have a nice day you all. Thank you.